Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the LA Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play action. It's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Room to maneuver at the 45. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. This a quick pass to Davis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
Hey, Ram.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Austin Eckler from 8 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off of play action, it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
They've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Back to throw, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Now Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Set.
7-7, our score after 1.
Set.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Hey, Ray.
Here's Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Home troops right.
Now it's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4.
5-9, 5-9. Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. To the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Watson. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. A good pickup there at 22. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Watson. He'll buy some time right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Watson on first down. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run with Chubb. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe we can get this game tied up.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Now 2nd and 5. Herbert off of play action. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's go.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This is a counter play, Eckler, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and the Charger first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Hey.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Crowd right. Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Escaping the pressure right. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Akins, the tight end. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watson on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Set. Set.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Off of play action, it's Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. Jordan Akins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he's got room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
59.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his right. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Watson, option left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throw right side taken in by the tight end Bryant. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time. Two more possessions.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hold me to the right. Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the 8. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Hey, OP. Hey, Ray.
Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Reset.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Chargers 14.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Go, hey, go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Caught by Allen. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Herbert. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
A give. This is Chubb. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Davis now to return it. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Herbert on 3rd down now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6. From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Through the middle of the field. He will have the first down and a bit more. Touchdown, LA! Quentin Johnston. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about